Right, guys, I'm going to show you how I earn 5% return on investment per day by recording a simple bit of analysis. And I say it's simple is because it's the top three risers, and that information is easily accessible on your Football Index account, on the markets. You just go to increases, and the top three people is the data that you need to record. Okay, now to get 5% a day, I've got data from October, and what I do, I record the top three risers in the morning and why I think they rose. If I'm not sure, I'll look on Twitter or I'll try to find why, and I do the same in the evening. So I've got two different perspectives to go off. What I've done here, I've recorded the top three risers for the past week, and what we're going to do is we're going to go through and see if we can spot any patterns that might lead to you earning 5% as well. Now, as you can see, I started on the 21st of the second, and I've recorded all the way till the 27th. All right, now straight away from recording every day, I did notice some obvious patterns, and that was performance buzz winners or players who had performed well in a performance buzz game. Okay, so if we just start here on the 21st, we've got Muller. As he scored 2 goals in the Champions League, and he was scoring high, especially in play, and a lot of money went into Muller. It didn't stop, after the game. It carried on, and he had a 17p rise, and he was the biggest riser that day. Another, Benega, but his average score is quite high, and he nearly won again. He saw a big in-play rise when it looked like he might steamroll it. I think he had a good first half, dropped off a bit in the second half. Milinkovic-Savic, quite a new player. He had a very good performance buzz score and performance. And actually, I think it was on the 26th, yeah, he had a 38p rise. He won star player and top midfielder for performance buzz. So he had a good performance here on the 23rd, and then he won on the 26th. So he had a massive rise. Luis Suarez, he's had the second biggest rise on the 25th, and he won forward performance buzz. He scored a hat-trick. Let's see if there is any other performance buzz rises. No, that is it. That is it, it looks like. The other rises come from possible perceived easy fixtures. So we had Cruz here, who had a 10p rise. He's playing for Real Madrid. He didn't actually play in the end, but they had quite an easy game in the week. Salah, Liverpool home against West Ham. A lot of money went into him. They did actually win 5-1, I think, something like that, and he did score 2. So that was a good prediction by a lot of traders here. But the thing is, with these, you don't actually have to be on first. Especially with the performance buzz. What you see, if someone wins, a lot of money goes into them even after the scores are totaled up. Even though that they won't win performance buzz from that player, traders buy because they expect this player to repeat the win in the future. It doesn't always work like that, but this is an obvious pattern, especially in this week. And from my data as well, it is an obvious pattern. Harry Kane had a big rise during the week. I think a lot of traders are buying for the World Cup. So Kane is obviously England's biggest media player. So a lot of money has gone into him. Let's see. I did actually miss a performance buzz. Griezmann, he had a 16p rise. He won top forward. So, there's various reasons. Sterling, he had a massive rise because of the cup final. Turns out he was injured, so he dropped a lot and then rose right back up. I did make the assumption that it was because of the cup final. It weren't until the day after I realised he was injured. So straight away here, though, just with this, we have 7 days of worth of data. We can come to the conclusion that players who do well, perform well, or win performance buzz will have a massive growth. And this gives you the opportunity to profit from this if you can get on the player at the right time. And finding the right time will be, picking up more data. So doing the top 3 rises in the morning, that's the top 3 rises in the evening. And then once you start buying these players and you're writing about the performance, you'll start to see the patterns, just like you see here, of when the right time to buy is and when the right time to sell is. And that is what I've done, you know. And 5% a day, it doesn't sound a lot, but you know, for example, if you're, say you're putting down £100 per trade, and you're picking up 5% of that, and this is the average as well, you know, sometimes you might get 20%, sometimes you'll make a loss, but average 5% a day, you know, they're my numbers, and that could work out, you know, an extra £1,000 a year, just from this one strategy with this analysis that is easily accessible to everyone, free on, you know, on the football index market. So yeah, you know, don't turn your noses up at these little flips that, you know, potential small returns, but they do add up after a little while. And alongside other strategies, you know, an extra £1,000 a year is a lot more money than you're going to get from a bank, for example, if you stick the money in the bank. So, you know, it's not to be snuffed at. You know, so I would advise record this data every day, you know, twice a day. I do, morning, evening, and you'll start to see some real easy opportunities for you to make money. All right, so that one is the obvious one. I'll show you a different way that you can use a football index market to profit quite easily, and maybe even nick yourself another 10%. Okay, so I'll show you that one next time. But for now, just practice. Just every day, record the top 3 risers, morning and evening, and see what patterns you get, and see if you can make some opportunities, maybe build some strategies. Let me know if it works. And yeah, I'd love to hear some ideas from you if you can elaborate on what I've said today. All right.